Man, you're a smart guy. But I think you're taking a pretty bad deal right now. You got 1% chance you might get hurt, 100% chance of loneliness. So you have to lose if you choose this option. But this one's still got like a pretty good chance for you to get something good and develop some good friendships.
Yeah.
You've been hurt before, and inside of you is this belief, and I'm glad that you mentioned this. Like, it's fear. It's being scared of what could happen. It's being scared that you'd go through this attachment that gets formed and then gets broken, and so it's safer to just stay avoidant. It's safer to just not, develop relationships with people. It's safer to just be quiet. It's safer to live a mediocre life. It's safer to never talk to women and just keep watching porn. It's safer to never challenge yourself and just play video games. At what point would you stop?
Right.
Have you tried to overcome this? I believe that a man should live with an open heart, even if it hurts. That's something that I learned from the book, The Way of the Superior Man. Live with an open heart, even if it hurts. The easier, less ambitious thing is if we just close off our hearts and go Sigma male grind set, I don't need anyone, lone wolf and stuff, right? That's the easier thing, and some people look up to that. Fair enough, like these people look up to that. But again, like, you're not one of these people, man. The way you work, the call that you're taking, like your own self-improvement, your ambitions are higher than that, aren't they? The ambitions of average people of like, oh yeah, the safety thing. I think the most ambitious men want to be up here, where we understand that having an open heart, friendships and relationships, love and family is going to cause some pain, but we still want those things in our lives because there's so much benefit to having that. But the way that you cultivate some of these is there is some pain involved. To build the body of your dreams, you need to feel sore sometimes. Sometimes you need to feel that burn in your muscles. Sometimes you're really, really sore and stiff the next day. But the guys who are the most ambitious still want to build like an awesome physique, even though there's pain on the way. Imagine what would we say to the fat guy who says like, no, I don't go to the gym just because it burns too much and I just want to save myself from the pain. What would you say to him?
Well, that's how you make progress.
So what should you say to yourself then?
The only way to make progress is actually like communicating and opening up more people.
Exactly. Because you can stay down here nice and safe with the other lone wolves and the Sigma males and all those people with no friends and all the boss girls and bro, you don't want to be part of that group, bro. We don't like those people, bro. But why stay down here? It's safe, it's easy. But this is how a lot of people live, and then we can say the same thing with their habits and video games, and it's the exact same self-improvement mindset. We could stay where we're comfortable and complacent, but we're ambitious men who want something more. And so this pathway here, it's going to require you to delay gratification. It's going to require you, just the same as it is for a fat guy to go to the gym or for him to not eat the the junk food that he's addicted to, there's some pain and discomfort. For you, you're going to have a period of bravery and confidence, and you're going to try to open up even though you feel bad about it, right? You're not going to just suddenly feel like awesome about this. Bear that in mind, that you will feel kind of similar to a fat guy who's on a diet right now. It will feel slightly unnatural. But the guy who makes the progress is the one who has that feeling, but then keeps on doing the right thing because he just sees his sights up there. I think that's what you need. I think you're afraid of the negative, uncomfortable feelings that arise when it comes up to opening up to someone, being vulnerable and getting into like a deeper relationship with them. Am I right when I say that?
Yeah.
I want to tell you right now, that feeling's not going to go away. If it did, then you'd have unlimited friends, right? So the feeling's not going to go away. That's why we do the hard work, especially when we don't feel like it. Because you're a smart guy. Do you think it's wise as a grown man to let your feelings dictate your actions?
No.
Why are you doing it then? Let me ask you something. Are you convinced that forming relationships, friendships is the right thing?
Yeah.
That's all we need to know then. That's the right thing in a logical, non-emotional arguments. You said it with like a shrug with your shoulders, like, yeah. Like, you didn't say it with, with emotion or hype or confidence or anything like that. Yeah, of course it is. It's a logical argument. The more logical and rational you can be, the more successful you'll be. So logically, it's set in stone that making friends and forming relationships is the right thing for you to do. Now that there's just going to be emotions in the way, and how much you let these emotions just keep you like hidden away, it's going to dictate like a huge part of your life. Again, to the fat guy, he knows that eating right and going to the gym is the right logical thing. But on the way to that, there's a bunch of like emotions, like his emotions are unfortunately tied to the addictions of junk food and everything. And the guys who listen to that feeling, they always fail their diets, don't they?
Yeah. Because that emotions get in the way.
So what can you do, Aman, to not let these emotions get in the way of you forming some good, healthy, secure, loving relationships? You see, there's been a few times in this call when you've just burst into a massive smile. You got like some nice realizations. You opened up and you were vulnerable and confident enough to just be who you are and, to be truthful here on this call. And already there's like new beliefs forming in your mind. Like, do you regret opening up on this call?
No, not at all. It was hard though.
When it's hard, that means that you've just hit a PR. That's a 1 rep max on the vulnerability lift. You know how you make progress in the gym is you lift the weight in the rep scheme and whatever, like, so it's hard enough. The way you make consistent progress is that, imagine if this was your absolute limits. You pretty much just always train right underneath that. And obviously you get stronger and stronger and stronger, and you train just underneath that. If you stay here as you get stronger, then suddenly you're not making more progress. This is why it's like consistently relatively hard to keep making progress in the gym, because you get stronger and you can't get complacent. Now you can just lift more weight, and you've got to be pushing yourself. And leveling up your ability to be vulnerable and open up to people is the exact same thing. So right now, this was hard. Maybe messaging someone was hard. Maybe hopping on a call is hard. Soon that's gonna feel pretty like just smooth. You might even like not realize it, but a week or two or a month from now, this won't even be a problem in your life. You'll literally just have like this consistent group of friends that you spend time with, that you call and stuff. And when that happens, that's when you've still got to make sure that you're pushing yourself to that point of being able to open up, still hitting those PRs. I think what might have happened is like your ability, your strength in opening up was up here, and you've lived down here for a little while. You didn't push yourself. But let me ask you, when you were living like this, wasn't life hard anyway?
Yeah.
So what have you got to lose if you just started to open up? Life was hard before you started opening up anyway. What have you got to lose then?
Really nothing. I guess like I might miss out on like one relationship out of like 100 of people. Maybe like 1 out of 100 like might like reject me for opening up to them, but that's about it.
You wouldn't have even gotten that one person if you didn't open up anyway. So it's just, not opening up is just literally a net loss with absolutely no ROI.
Yeah.